Good morning, dear students. This is class 9 computer class. Today we will continue chapter 4. Last day in last class we were started it values and its data types. Today again we will continue. Last day I explained you Java character set, tokens, and two types of tokens I explained you, that were um, keywords and identifiers. I also explained you identifier forming rules. Today I will explain you rest type of tokens, in which first we will start from literals. Literals are also referred as constants. Constants means whose value is fixed in all over the program. It will never be changed in the entire program, or you can say in entire class. So literals are data items that holds fixed value of any of the data types. Means these fixed value can be of integer type, can be of float type, can be of character type, can be of string type, can be of boolean type, but it will be fixed. These are known as literals. So these can be any number, text, or any other type of information through which we can represent a value. So Java provided various type of literals like integer literal, floating literal, boolean literal, character literal, string literal, and the null literal. So these are the various types of literals. One by one we will see about these. First of all, integer literal. Integer literals are the whole numbers. Remember that, whole number. There should not be any fractional part. It can be positive, it can be negative. Means it can be with the sign plus or it can be with the sign minus. But there should not be any fractional part. It should be integer numbers. It means whole numbers. For example, 1234, this is positive integer, and minus 78, this is negative integer. So such type of positive or negative whole numbers we can use in the integer literals. Next is floating literal. Floating literals are also called real literals. Like real number, this is real literals. So real literals are numbers which have fractional parts. It can have fractional part. In integer we cannot include fractional part, but in floating literal we have to include fractional parts. And in fractional part, in fractional form, there will be one decimal point. Before the decimal point, at least there should be one digit, and after that decimal there should be one digit. This is must. Okay, like if there is no digit, if you see that there is no digit before the decimal, you can put there 0, like 0.11, 0.11, that is correct. But if you will write only 0.11, that is wrong. In the same way, if you have no number after, no digit after the decimal point, you can put again 0, like 11.0, that is correct, but 11 point, that is wrong. Okay, so there should be at least one digit before decimal point and at least one digit after decimal point. And like the integer, it can have also with some with a plus sign or with a minus sign. Positive floating literal or negative, both are possible. A real literal with no sign, if you will not give any sign, it will be assumed as positive. Okay, so these are the rules for floating literals. Next is Boolean type literal. Boolean type literals have only two fixed values. it has only two reserved literal values that can be true or false. There cannot be any other type of values in the case of Boolean literals. It will always only of two types, true or false. Next is character literal. Character literal is always represented by a single character. It will only include the single character. Even you can include non-graphic character also, like tabs, backspace, that is correct. But it will only contain a single character, and that single character should be enclosed within the single quote. If you will enclose it in double quote, that then it will be string, not the character. Okay, so single character within the single quotes, that value will be known as character literal. For example, you can write A. A is a single character. You can write A and you can enclose it within single quote. Okay, so that is known as character literal. Next is string literals. String literals consist of a range of characters. Remember that in character literal you can only write one character, single character. Here you can write range of character. Number of character you can give, but it should include within double quotes. For example, your name. I have taken here example Seema. Seema includes the number of characters like SEEMA. Total how many characters? 5 characters. So it can contain a range of character, number of character, but it should include enclosed within double quotes. Last one is null character, null literal. Null literal have only a single value, that is null. Null literal is always of the null type and it has only the one value, that is null. Okay. So these were the different type of literals. Those were like character literal, string literal, null literal, then integer literal, floating literal, boolean literal. These all are the types of literals. Now the next type of token is separators. Java provided 9 types of separators, or you can say punctuators. 9 type of separators or punctuators, which are, and you are using these separators in your Java programming. First one is opening round bracket, second is closing round bracket, third opening curly braces, fourth one is closing curly braces, fifth is open square bracket, sixth is closing square bracket, number 7 semicolon. This semicolon is also called a statement terminator, because by using this semicolon only you can end any statement in Java. If you want to end any statement in the Java, you have to end with a semicolon symbol. Next one is comma, then last is dot. So these are the total 9 Java separators which we are using in our coding. The last one is operators. Operators are special symbols, and these special symbols we are using to perform a specific type of operations. These specific type of operation we can perform on operands. We can perform on single operand or we can perform on 2 operands also. And after using these operators on the operands, we will get the output, we will get the result. So different type of operators which we are using in Java are unary operator like unary plus or unary minus, like plus 5 or minus 5, plus a, minus a. These are the unary operators. Arithmetic operators. Next is the arithmetic operator like plus, minus, multiplication, division and modulus. Multiplication we are representing by asterisk sign. Division, how we can perform division? By slash sign. And this modulus, it looks like the percentage sign, by which we can get the remainder value after the division, which remainder we will get, that it will produce. Next type of operator is relational operator like double equal to. Double equal to sign is used to compare the values. Then exclamation sign with equal to sign, that is known as not equal to. Next one is greater than equal to, less than and less than equal to. These all are known as relational operators. The next type of operator is logical operator. Logical operator, first one is not. It is represented by exclamation sign. Next is and. It will be represented by double ampersand sign, and or will be represented by two pipe signs. So these are three logical operators. Next is assignment operator, which can be represented by equal to, like a equal to 5. This is the assignment operator. Next one is increment, plus plus, and decrement operator, minus minus. So these are the total number of operators which we can use in the programs. Next day we will discuss the concept of data types. Till that time, have a great day. Thank you.